Hey everyone, I'm Alex. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I'm going to talk about what's wrong in the world, especially health stuff. Why? Because we're in the middle of a health crisis. Health problems are growing exponentially and nobody's talking about it. These affect you or somebody you love, I guarantee. Some of you may feel this already. You can feel it in your gut. You just know it, that something's not right. Some of you are searching pretty hard for an answer, trying vegan, gluten-free, probiotic, all kinds of supplements, trying to find the thing that's missing. Maybe that's worked for some of you. I know for a lot of you it hasn't. And every month you're trying something new. Some of you might not know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't feel it. Maybe you're lucky. I know if somebody had said this to me a year ago, I would have said, "What are you talking about, man? Show me the science. What do you mean we're in a health crisis? I haven't read about this in the newspaper." Well, I got good news for you. Everything I talk about on this channel, I get from published science articles. So I will be sharing exactly how you can look these up and learn more yourself at the end of the video. So you might know in your gut, and you might know because you read the science, and even if you didn't do either of those, if you just look at the history, it's actually pretty astounding. It's intriguing and scary at the same time. How many times the same story has unfolded, where we introduce a new chemical, we've never tried it before, it's not natural, hundreds or thousands of people get sick, somebody gets rich, there's warnings about it, they aren't heeded, and eventually it seems to take about 100 years on average before we finally make the chemical illegal. And even then, it's not always successful. Take lead. Yeah, we took lead out of gasoline, but it's still in jet fuel. Progress can be very slow undoing some of these inventions. So what am I talking about? What are these health epidemics that are all around us and growing so wildly? Well, for one, there's depression. That has doubled from 7% to 13% just between 2000 and 2013. Take vision, glasses. They used to not be much of a thing. In the 70s, it was only 25% of people in America needed glasses, and it used to be less than that. In the 2000s, it again nearly doubled up to 42%. And guess what? It gets scarier. In a lot of countries in Asia, it's 80% or more. Look at Singapore, some of the highest in the world. Is that what we have to look forward to? Well, we don't actually know it all because we don't know how it works. What we do know is that it can't be explained by genetics alone. That's what the science shows. So the best scientific guess is that it's something environmental. Pretty scary, right? There's ADHD and autism, but those are a real mess right now, where the science isn't good enough to say if the skyrocketing increases we're seeing are diagnosis changes or actual rates of the disease going up. I mean, I know what I think, and if you were alive in the 70s, ask yourself how many people you saw growing up walking on their tippy toes and flapping their hands. Right now, the current diagnosis is 1 in 68 in America. Allergies, again, skyrocketing. 40% of kids now have some form of allergy. 30% of adults, because again, these numbers are going up with every generation. We don't know why. And if you just look at nut allergies alone, those have tripled in 10 years. Now, there's a whole list of these things, and I'm not going to bore you with all of them right now. I'll save some of them for my other videos. but schizophrenia, obesity, um, mood disorders, sleep disorders, there's a whole lot to kind of talk about and research. So if this sounds like something you want to know more about, uh, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll post a link if you click in the lower right corner of my video on how you can research more about this yourself and track down the original journal articles so you can be educated and see the science for yourself instead of having to trust some guy you just saw on YouTube.